Hey y'all, hey, Name Feels Hurt Feels. I am taking a look at the truth, the channel The Truth Is. He investigates the no moral and no integrity folks. If you ain't got it, he own it. All right, so this one is why Diddy might not survive this trial. And the trial, yeah, he may not survive it. And I'm kind of curious as to why he's still alive right now, because if he's on Epstein level but for the music industry, however, it reaches further than the music industry. It's acting, it's the entertainment industry as a whole. And city officials possibly, and government officials and things of this nature. um there's a lot. There's a lot. So we're gonna take a listen to this, and then I'll be in and out with my comments and things. So here we go.
One of the most powerful men in the music industry, but fast forward to today, and he's now awaiting his demise. You guys all know the saying, you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. This couldn't be more accurate to describe Diddy. Well, besides the fact that he always was the villain, just pretending to be the hero, Diddy's past has come back to haunt him, and now it seems like he might be facing justice for his evil. The only problem with this is that Diddy isn't the only one who is guilty in the music industry, as he had a lot of people partying with him who participated in the same activities. People who would do anything to keep Diddy from snitching on them and bringing them down with him. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about why Diddy might not survive this trial. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind you guys to check out the new interview I just did with music industry publicist Jonathan Hay. I just dropped this hour-and-a-half interview with a music industry insider who exposed Drake, Diddy, and Jay-Z. Here's a clip of that interview.
My name is Jonathan Hay. I'm a publicist.
At any moment, did you personally feel that they could have had something going on? Jay-Z and Rihanna?
Definitely.
You can say allegedly. Okay. Allegedly, definitely.
Not allegedly.
He was interrogated, and this is literally what he said. He said that not Jay-Z. He said P. Diddy, Rick Ross, and DJ Khaled. He said they're all gay, and he said that they're all a part of the Bole Masonic organization.
I mean, cause ain't nobody really seen Khaled. I seen Khaled at was his birthday party? I don't know. And that dude, Big U, was recording that he was at the party with DJ Khaled. That was like the first time I seen him since the war broke out over there in Palestine and everything. I hope I got that right. I don't stay up on the news. But DJ Khaled, who'd have thought?
What I do know for a fact, not alleged, but DJ Khaled is bisexual, and Jay-Z has also participated in bisexual activities.
Would you want to say allegedly for your safety?
There's no, I would say allegedly if it was allegedly. DJ Khaled, 100% has been involved, and he's bisexual.
If you haven't...
He said what he said. Nothing confusing about that.
Seen that interview, make sure to watch it after this one. There is so much information in that interview you won't want to miss. I will leave the link to the interview in the comment section. Thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. On Monday, September 16th, hip-hop mogul and billionaire Diddy was arrested at a hotel in New York City. That was the very moment many people were waiting for all year. Rumors about Diddy's arrest has been circulating for months, but people began to feel like it wasn't going to happen. Many felt that Diddy was too powerful, which made him untouchable. Well, that was until it actually happened. When Diddy finally got arrested, it broke the internet, as everyone felt it was long overdue. Diddy had been free, terrorizing the music industry for decades. While people were celebrating the fact that Diddy was finally being held accountable, they seemed to have forgotten about Diddy's many silent accomplices. The other people at the top who helped Diddy set up the freak-offs and take advantage of all these rising artists. While everyone has formed an angry mob chasing Diddy with pitchforks and torches, his silent accomplices are making a run for it. They are trying their best to destroy evidence and hide their relationship with Diddy. When Diddy's house was raided, it was reported that the feds had confiscated tapes from the freak-offs showing many other celebrities' involvement. It turns out Diddy was secretly filming all his celebrity friends' activities at his house, especially when they were invited to the freak-offs. These tapes 100% incriminate these other celebrities as well, who were indulging in these freak-off activities with Diddy.
I think they called it sexual blackmail. Sexual blackmail. And then, boom, they said it started back around when J. Hoover, you know, the dude that's, I think, about a quarter black. Yeah, but he was passing off as completely white. Yeah, so it started with him because he was having a homosexual relationship and he didn't want it to get out. But that's where people started recording and stuff like that, was around in that time, back in the day. And I mean, they did make, you know, being homosexual, it was a law, you know what I'm saying, that it was against the law. And because they were trying to hide it, now I understand, and it's just so messed up because there's been so many lives that's been affected by being who just they, you know, trying to be who they are. So it's wild for it to all come out now. So all those lives lost for no reason, when people could have just been living in whatever their truth was. It's something else. That's something else. Part you gotta tell Diddy no.
Diddy, one man who attended plenty of Diddy parties, Jay-Z, has been moving rather strange all year since the Diddy takedown started. This year, he canceled his Rock Nation annual brunch party without any real explanation. Maybe it's because he doesn't want people realizing he was up to the same activities as Diddy. People are failing to realize Diddy was surrounded by very powerful people the entire time he was doing all of this evil. In fact, in the Little Rod lawsuit, the producer who sued Diddy for a lot of the things he's arrested for now claimed that the most powerful man in music, Lucien Grange, allegedly helped Diddy throw these freak-off parties. Little Rod claimed in his lawsuit that Lucien paid for these lavish parties where Diddy was doing his dirt. Little Rod also alleged that he often saw Lucien Grange at Diddy's house, going into Diddy's bedroom and staying in there for hours. It's important I stress how powerful Lucien Grange is. He is the top guy in the music industry. The only people above him are the investors who are the real elite. He is the president of Universal Music Group, UMG. UMG owns most of the record labels.
Why do they call him the CEO? Isn't there a difference? Isn't it one is one and one is the other, and the CEO? Okay, whatever. And then what else I have found out was that his son just became the CEO of, I think, Warner Atlantic portion of the Warner Music Group. So you wonder, is he getting shit in place to where he got his lineage is still moving? His lineage is still moving. And I don't know if I did, you know what, I put it on TikTok. Anyways, and then that son, Elliot, I think his name is Elliot Grange, he's married to Lionel Richie's daughter, Sophia Richie. I'm like, it's a whole lot of intermingling. All of life, all of the existence around where I live at. It's like the families are so intertwined in all ways, no ways, some ways, most of the ways. So anyways, okay, let's move on.
one of the 3 major record labels. Now, according to Little Rod, Lucian Grange allegedly was behind funding some of those parties and knew about the activities going on at them, even allegedly participating in some activities with Diddy. Eventually, Lucian Grange lawyers came after Little Rod's lawyers, forcing them to remove his name from the lawsuit and even issue an apology. This, to me, only made Lucian Grange look more guilty. Lucian Grange is a man with immense power and connections. Right now, Diddy could be a liability to him, as who knows what dirt Diddy has on him. Who knows how many videos Diddy has of Lucian potentially doing something compromising. People like Grange have the kind of money and power to make someone like Diddy not make it out of trial. There's a lot of people in the industry that want Diddy gone right now because they don't want to go down with him. They know at any moment, Diddy might flip on others and bring down whoever he can. Another 2 big celebrities with tons of money and power who were often seen with Diddy were Rick Ross and DJ Khaled. The 3 were close, very close buddies, often seen hanging out at Star Island with Diddy. Ross even bought himself a house on Star Island to be closer to Diddy. Diddy's house on Star Island ended up being raided, and it was where some of the freak-off tapes were found. You think Ross and Khaled aren't in some of those tapes? Both of them would prefer if Diddy just never made it to trial, as who knows what could come out in those tapes. Just imagine the number of big-name celebrities that are on those tapes. It's not just rappers, it's actors too, as Ashton Kutcher was a close friend of Diddy who was at his freak-off parties.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote.
Really? One, yeah. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punk, because he was like, yo, you can't punk me. And I was like, I don't want to tell you, everybody's on the table. Like, not me, I'm off the table. So that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out and watch football together.
As you heard for yourself, Ashton pretty much lets us know that what was going on at those Diddy parties couldn't be spoken about. Kutcher has been awfully quiet since Diddy was exposed at the beginning of the year.
All right, everything doing something right now. Hold on 1 second.
It's pretty obvious that many of these celebrities are shaking in their boots, wishing that Diddy would just disappear. They know Diddy has the power to sink the boat. This has become a massive problem for Diddy, as those who were once his friends are now his enemies. Diddy is no doubt the Jeffrey Epstein of the music industry, and it looks like he's going to have the same outcome as Epstein in prison. And they're...
I just said damn. No, it's not damn. It's damn. You know, like damn, man. Like it's just the idolatry that we have all shown, and the not being humble in our present, and giving God all the glory. You know. Yeah.
They're setting this up right now. Recently, it was reported that Diddy was denied bail not once but twice. He offered the courts $50 million to be released on bail, but it was denied. He then promised to give up his passports and to not have female guests at his home, but it was also denied.
No.
It's clear they don't want to let Diddy out, which I'm not gonna lie, is rather strange, as Diddy isn't being accused of murder or something like that. He's also promising to give $50 million in collateral,
Well,
which
that's
would have
right.
been more than enough for any other celebrity
Murders are
facing
coming.
similar charges to get off. They don't want to let Diddy out because that's exactly where they want him to be. While Diddy is free, he's surrounded by security and has endless means to protect himself. But in prison, it's much easier to make someone like Diddy disappear, just like they did with Epstein. This is exactly what the elite are setting up. If you have been watching the news lately, they have been reporting that Diddy is on suicide watch. They are claiming that the feds believe Diddy is at the potential risk of taking himself out behind bars.
Wow.
This is very interesting because
Wow.
Jeffrey Epstein was also on SW before he quote-unquote took himself out. The reason they're doing this is to set up the narrative from now. If they do end up taking Diddy out, then they'll just blame it on him doing it to himself.
How are you doing that to yourself in the jail? Okay.
Just like Epstein did. When Epstein died, so did a lot of the secrets he was keeping about the richest, most powerful men in the world. Epstein became the sacrificial lamb for other much more powerful people. This is exactly what seems to be happening with Diddy. Everyone who did dirt with him are now hoping he ends up in the dirt. A man like Lucian Grange or Jay-Z definitely have the pull to make someone disappear while inside. So don't be surprised if this is what ends up happening to Diddy, especially after he pissed off the elite on top of him. About a year ago now, I called out all of this that's happening now to Diddy. When he sued the liquor brand Diageo, he was signed to. Diageo gave Diddy over $1 billion over their partnership, and all they wanted was for Diddy to push poison onto his people. They paid Diddy handsomely to promote Ciroc to the urban community. Diddy promoted Ciroc so much, people thought he owned it. But he never did. All he had was a partnership where he made a percentage of each Ciroc flavor he promoted. Diddy and Diageo's relationship was going smoothly until Diddy got too greedy. He didn't just want to make a lot of money promoting the brand. He wanted to become one of the elite he was working for, an owner. So he made his own brand, De Leon, under Diageo. Diddy thought that he was going to make it to the next level and be the elite, so Diageo didn't invest in De Leon like Diddy expected, which led to his brand failing. When this happened, Diddy tried to shame Diageo into promoting his brand by suing them, filing a lawsuit claiming Diageo was purposely making him fail by not taking his brand seriously. This is what caused all of his problems, as Diageo responded swiftly. Not long after that lawsuit, Keefe D got arrested for Tupac, with Keefe claiming Diddy was who paid him to do the crime. Here's a clip of my video stating this almost a whole year ago. Know why? I believe Keefe D has been trying to snitch on Diddy this entire time. For the last decade, Keefe D has pointed fingers, elbows, and even toes in Diddy's direction, repeatedly telling multiple outlets Diddy paid millions of dollars for the hit. For whatever reason, now is that something is happening, but why? Could this have anything to do with Diddy turning on those above him? Recently, in June 2023, Diddy got into a disagreement with the owners of the liquor brand Ciroc, a brand that Diddy has been the face of for as long as I can remember. In June, Diddy sued the owners of Ciroc for racial discrimination after he claimed they treated his liquor brand, De Leon, like an inferior black brand. Since then, the two have had a massive fallout, which has cost Diddy hundreds of millions of dollars. Isn't it strange that now that Diddy is locked in a legal battle with the owners of Ciroc, Keefe D got arrested for a crime that Diddy is being connected to? What a coincidence, ain't it? After all these years, even though Keefe D was straight up snitching on himself and Diddy for the entire time, this just so happens to be the year he gets picked up for it. The same year the elite above Diddy are having trouble keeping him in his place. I don't think it's a coincidence at all. If Diddy does finally get taken in and questioned for this, then you know why. Those above him are getting him out of the way for not falling in line. When I saw Diddy get in trouble with Diageo and things started magically happening to him, I knew they were behind it. This is something even 50 Cent recently admitted during an interview. 50 Cent stated that the owners of Diageo are the type of people that can make civil cases turn into criminal cases.
My particular experience with Beef Centauri, it was great in the beginning. It's great for us to work for them. It's not so cool when you start owning things. You see what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like, there's a point, they did a deal that mirrored Puffy's deal with Diageo was the rock.
At the end of the day, you want to be able to open up doors. Sometimes you got to take that opportunity and get in. And so that's what I did with Ciroc.
So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money. It's almost like $50 million a year at one point. So you see him go to daily on this when you see him have some issues. It gets bad. You know, and these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case. The civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case. That's because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it. You know what I mean? Like, you go to the spirits business, it's not governed.
As you heard for yourself, even 50 Cent agrees with what I said almost a whole year ago. Diddy is being punished not because he's been doing evil for all these years, but because he fell out of line. These people want Diddy in jail because it's easier to make him disappear. With all the people that prefer him out the way right now, don't be surprised if Diddy doesn't make it out of this one. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. But before you guys go, make sure you watch the interview with the publicist I just dropped if you haven't yet. You won't want to miss that interview. You can find the link in the comment section. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys.
Alright, now what the truth is. I mean, we needed entertainment, you know. If we ain't involved and if we tapped in, then it's entertainment. And so, you know, it's what it is, but let's look at the bigger picture. That if all these atrocities was going on, all of this stuff and all this cruelty was going on in the entertainment industry and everything like that, and that's what they've been promoting, smacking bitches and dissing and radio and music today is trash. You know, it's just trash. The top 10 on the radio stations. I hate being in the car. But it is what it is. So maybe everything will be turning around. No, it will be turning around. There's gonna be some new going on, and so it's just time. Time's up. Time's up. You've been in this position for a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. So it's finally time for him to be called to the front. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. You don't do these things. These things can't be. You don't do these things. You just don't do these things. You know. So I'm gonna look forward to tapping into more of The Truth Is. I already watch every time we drop a video. And thank y'all for clicking on. Like, comment, let me know what you think about Diddy making it, you know what I'm saying, for the victims to get justice finally, you know, in one way or another. So let me know what y'all feel. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying.
Guys, in the next one,
we're just doing it, whatever it is. So and for that, I am done. And you guys have a great day. I might come back with another one later. I don't know. It all depends on what I run up on. All right. Janine feels her feels. Bye.